We do not forgive.
We do not forget.
All right, we're back here on the show. So there's a message from Anonymous, and we
They're
have
back.
Donna Kakonge here. And Donna, I saw you looking at that Anonymous
You're
thing.
not familiar
and
with
you weren't-
What is Anonymous?
You've never heard of Anonymous?
Is it a clothing brand?
It's a great
Could be
name.
a clothing brand.
You know what? Well, it's a brand of something. Clothing. They're rebels.
They are rebels.
Yes.
Really?
Right? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah.
What do they do?
They're
Okay.
trying
What
to
do they rebel against?
Everything.
government structures.
Oh, really?
Banking systems.
Are they Canadian?
Well, anybody can be. You can be anonymous.
Well, see, they're part
don't
of this
know.
big.
All you have to
it's
do
a
is get one
movement.
of those
They're a
masks.
No,
movement.
I think maybe I have heard about them. My students taught me about them
Yes.
at one point.
See, there you go.
They're considered
Okay.
heroes to a lot of people.
Wow. Well, excuse my ignorance. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I concern myself with some other things.
You don't know Anonymous, but you certainly know fashion. That dress is beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
It's a beautiful dress. You're telling me it comes from Turkey?
Yes, I have to give a plug, okay? Because see, I go into the store, right? I lost some weight, and I'm just
You
so
look fabulous.
happy, okay? Because my doctor said, "My goodness, you will die otherwise," practically, right? So now I go into the store, and I say, okay, well maybe I need a large, and then I said I'll just try on a medium, and I was wearing my poncho, so which is beautiful. It's from
Absolutely
Lilith's Garden.
stunning.
It is Lilith's Garden in the Distillery District here in Toronto. So I'm in Chelsea at Dufferin Mall. Okay, so the woman said it's not going to fit you, right? So I tried on the medium. This is a medium. Okay, do you realize my weight got so high? I was like 250 at one point, right?
Wow.
So and now this morning 183.5, and I'm 5'9.5" in flat feet.
How did you
So-
get down, and how long?
Exercise hour every day, every day 7 days a week. Exercise an hour every day, and good eating. Thank goodness to Melanie Byland at Loblaws in my neighborhood to teach me how to eat well. That McDonald's is not your friend.
Wow. No.
You know, that McDonald's you will gain weight.
I heard it's okay if as long as you supersize it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you supersize it, you will be supersized.
Depends on which way you want to go, I guess.
Yeah, if you supersize it, you will be supersized. You will be supersized.
So what
for
somebody at
sure,
Loblaws
for sure.
is telling you what to eat?
That's what it means. They have free dietitians.
Oh,
Do
okay.
they
Free
really?
Yes, they do.
Did you know that, Gil?
Free dietitians.
I didn't know that.
That's
Free
amazing.
dietitians.
Way to go.
Any of them, they have certain ones that cover areas, and they'll tell you what to eat. They'll even show you how to read labels.
Wow.
How to read
Awesome.
labels.
Awesome
They'll go
stuff.
around shopping with you.
Wow, nice.
You know,
Nice.
they'll help you even choose cheese. It's not going to make you gain
Who
10
knew?
pounds.
Who knew? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is really forward-thinking.
I know,
food
it's
retailing.
very forward thinking. Well, this is why Galen Weston is so rich.
Oh, that's him.
I thought
Yeah,
it was because
he
his
owns
father
Loblaws.
I
was.
think he's doing a good job.
Yeah,
that
he
Galen
is doing a
Weston.
good
because
job.
his father was rich.
Well,
That's
but-
why he's
Well, that
rich.
helps.
Well, yeah, but
too.
he's really working it. He's in those commercials.
I know, but you know what? It's easy to make money when you have money. Come on.
Yes, you're right.
Right?
You're right. It is. You're right. You're right.
You can't
You're
go
right.
wrong. Really, you
I mean,
can't go wrong.
sometimes I have a very hard time making money.
But if you had the money, you have all this room
Exactly.
for error. Eventually
Exactly.
something's going to
Exactly.
stick. Right?
Exactly.
You can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So I
Right.
bought this dress special for coming on the show.
Wow.
Okay,
And you
great.
bought it at the
So-
store at Chelsea.
Chelsea in
Beautiful
Dufferin
dress.
Mall. In
Nice,
Dufferin Mall. They
nice.
probably have like 2 or 3 more left, ladies. So run.
Wow. It's gorgeous. All right, okay, there's our fashion talk.
Okay, so Donna, finally the book is out, right? Can I pick it and hold it up the first time
Have you read
holding it on
it?
the show?
Have you read it?
Well, I gave
For
the copy.
shame.
I gave the copy that I bought from you to someone for
Yeah, and he
Christmas.
did even buy it, which is really good for media people because usually they get things for free.
Well, I wanted to give it to somebody as a Christmas present.
That was very kind of
Wow.
you. That was very kind of you.
Very
and
nice.
um,
And I see you have your magnetic rings
of course
on.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
the. Oh,
That's
by the way,
fantastic.
Which, thank you for that.
Yes.
Because the rings are now available on the website, thatchannel.com.
Wow,
You're selling those
that
magnetic
is
rings.
so cool.
We got e-commerce going on.
That is so cool.
Just click on the cool stuff. And,
I told you I would buy them. I will buy them.
Well,
I
it's on
told
the
you I
website.
would. I will
You should
buy
put
them.
Donna's
There you
book
go.
on
I
there
will buy
too.
them. Yes, you should.
It's already on there. Donna, I forgot. It's already on there. I forgot to tell you.
Thank you.
It's on the website.
Thank you. I
See, there you
appreciate that.
go.
You people are good people. You're good people. You're good
Yeah.
people.
That's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you. I'm really glad I made a special effort to come here today, even though there's no power in my home.
Oh, there's no power.
Yeah, an electrician is there. The fuses are being changed to circuit breakers
Oh.
for
that's-
insurance
Oh,
purposes.
so do you have that knob and tube thing happening? Is that what you have?
Well,
before?
yeah, like
okay.
old school, eh?
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
getting modernized.
Well, good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you. That's a lot of work to get done.
Yeah, those people are doing it. They seem nice, you
Those
know.
people.
They even
Those people. I think they're called electricians.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Well,
there's a
they
name
make
for
tons
those
of money.
people.
They make more money than even I do. Like, you know, they asked for me to remove my pictures that were in the corner there, and that is, I really appreciate that, because all hell would have had to break loose if something broke, right?
Wow.
So that was very kind of them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your book, How to Talk to Crazy People.
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay.
Because isn't that what we're here to do?
Yeah, that is what we're here to do.
And I had a
Or a
reason.
power outage. Is that what we're going to talk about?
Well, it was on my mind.
Action. Okay, go ahead, Hugh.
Well, I was just going to say, you know,
Okay, Hugh,
I
come
gave
on,
it to
take some
somebody for
control.
Christmas because they needed to
You
know
can't
how to talk
expect
to
women
crazy people.
in a 3-week of the year not to get giddy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you have to act.
Okay,
be-
well, I'll just stop talking. You guys just be giddy for the rest of the interview.
Okay. All right. So How to Talk to Crazy People. Let's talk about the book.
Okay, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's delightful. It's entertaining. It's well written. It's marvelous. I think it should win tons of awards.
Okay, so tell me what you really think.
It's a 3-week of the year I'm allowed to brag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know
Yeah.
what?
It
So
is a
this
very,
like,
very, it's a very good, it is really a
Is this
good
a
book.
personal life story? Is this like a
It is.
biography?
It is.
or-
It is. It's a story of when I was crazy. Not saying that I'm not now, but I just manage it better.
Okay.
I just manage it better. So this is a lot of this is a book basically of stupidity. Okay, this is like me being stupid, right? Me realizing that, you know, me acting in such a way where I wasn't listening to my doctor, me acting in a way where I wasn't always making wise choices. I think it serves different purposes, because I think that for anybody who has family members or themselves who have suffered from a mental illness, they can relate to the book in their own personal way or through experiences. And for people that don't know anything about that, it will teach them a lot about what goes on in the minds of
Okay.
people who have lost it, for lack of a better word.
Let's talk about that a little
right?
bit, because I know that this is based on your experience with
Yes.
bipolar,
Yes.
manic depression.
Bipolar disorder, yeah.
And I would imagine that there are some similarities, but specifically for manic depression, this
Yeah.
book is an experience of that.
Yes.
Your experience of that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I know a lot of people are dealing with people, family members or whatever, that
Yes.
that have manic depression,
Yes.
and it's difficult. It's a difficult thing to do. Yeah, if you stay on the
Yes.
meds, you're okay.
Yes.
Well, usually, although they
Yeah.
sometimes they have
some
difficulty.
Some people can get off the
finding-
meds and do well too. So it just depends on what kind of support network they have,
But
right?
it's a lot of times
So-
they fall off the wagon. They just stop listening to their doctor. They stop taking
Yeah.
the medicine. And I'm
Yeah.
curious because, you know, what was going through your head? Why didn't you listen to your doctor? I'm just curious.
Well, really, okay, so something I came to be reminded of is that the medication actually, it's a tricky thing because, and this also ties into my personal health, because part of the medications that I take, a series of psychotropic medications, which is that all falls under these the set of pharmaceuticals, it can cause instant death. Okay, that's one of the side effects. It can cause instant death.
Oh,
So
but all
this
these drugs have side effects.
I know a lot of them do.
Well,
a
not
lot of
instant
them
death.
do.
Well,
so,
sure.
So it depends on the drug, right?
Okay,
So that was part of the reason why, like, it was really because I didn't think the medication would help my health, why I didn't want to take the medication.
Okay.
Now, as I journeyed through a lot of mania, not as much depression, not as much as mania, because I tend to be more on the high side than I am on the low side, but I have definitely experienced depression. So as I journeyed through that, it came to the point where things got so bad that I had no choice but to then opt for medication. So once I opted for medication, and I was doing things like eating well, but maybe a little bit too well, in general eating well, and getting light exercise, you know, which wasn't helping my weight situation. But now recently, now realizing that I'm more aggressive and getting older, because I'm now 40, right? So, and aggressively addressing my health issues, you know, by exercising, eating well. Then I realized what now I'm doing is putting the scale basically more into my balance.
Okay.
Right?
It takes a certain amount of mental stability to be able to get your life back in order, to be able to do the eating and the exercising and that kind of discipline.
That's true.
So, I mean, you have to kind of be at a certain place in stableness.
It's true.
stability
It's
to be able
true,
to do
which
that.
is much easier to do at the age of 40 than it is at the age of 23. And that's just a fact.
Yeah, but and that's
people
not
who can do that at 23 are rather exceptional. They really, and also we have to keep in mind that, like, at the time that when I was 23 and had been diagnosed, the books that were out there about bipolar disorder was Kay Redfield Jamison's An Unquiet Mind, Sylvia Plath, The Bell Jar, and references to Virginia Woolf. Right, that was almost pretty much all that was out there. Self-publishing wasn't even that big back then, so there weren't that many people publishing. This would have been 1995, right?
Okay,
So there
okay.
really wasn't that much literature even out there to refer to, right? So, and it was a very hush-hush thing. You were not supposed to ever discuss really with anybody else that you have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder or that you had any
Yeah.
other mental illness.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the stigma was really strong.
Yeah.
Even to this day, my psychiatrist will still say there is still a stigma. And yes, there is, because people will assume all kinds of things about you without even knowing anything about you, right? So, but it's better. It is better. Like, you know, we have Bell Canada actually spending tons of money,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, $2
on
million, I
CAMH,
think,
on the
right?
Canadian Association of Mental Health,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
and you know, and actually doing stories about it and things like that. Like, these things were not happening
Yeah.
at the time. Like, it was very hush hush, right? You know, so I mean, we even have like school systems where there are actually offices of disability where students can get forms, you know, to say,
Wow.
I have a disability, you know, please make allowances for me, right? So,
Wow.
I mean, these
Wow.
things were not happening. I mean, I didn't have to ever go through that in my undergrad, nor now. But it's a fact there are those options there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if a student is having problems in school based on a disability, they need not drop out or have an incomplete degree because of it. So things have really
Opened up.
changed,
Good.
you know? And it's funny because I was just, you know, coming onto Black History Month, I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, and we're talking, and she was saying, it's amazing that, like, we have lived a lifetime where there, you know, is now, you know, the reconciliation that happened in South Africa with a Black president in South Africa, a president in the States, two female leaders in Africa, like in Liberia and Malawi, It's like, it's amazing, and how the upliftment of any people, you know, including even Aboriginal people here in Canada too, how it benefits everyone. It makes us all strong, in my opinion, right? So it's, you know, really, it's amazing the kind of changes that have taken place. So people who think that we're going all to hell, you know, that's very negative thinking, actually.
You need
Very
to talk to
negative
Anonymous.
thinking.
You need
very,
to talk.
very negative thinking. So
when you say how to talk to crazy people, who are the crazy people? Are you talking about people with mental health issues? Is this
you know what's interesting about that title? I'm really glad you asked me about that title, because that title was not my choice, right? So that was the editor's choice.
It's a
He
bit
definitely was
controversial,
the
right?
editor. It is a controversial title, and I think that title was chosen so that it would sell.
Okay.
Right, so
Okay.
you know, it's a marketing scheme. If I'd had my particular choice, I would have called it Only My Voice.
Okay,
Right, because
okay.
at the end of the day, I feel more justified calling it that, because so many people have their own set of experiences and unique experiences dealing with whatever,
Right.
even a general day. From sunrise to sunset, right? That I would have felt very comfortable and justified with that. She felt it was flat. Okay, maybe I'm not a double D. So at the end of the day, right? So maybe that's hotter, sexier. Is
Well,
like
it-
you
it's-
know,
it's- you know what it
it's a
does?
harder hitting kind of
Yes,
title,
it
right?
does
So
provoke
yeah,
interest.
yeah.
What's a double D?
I'm talking about bra size.
You were talking about bra. I didn't get that.
I'm just surprised that your editor didn't suggest that you call the book "How to Have Sex with Crazy People,"
I know.
right?
It's like, but everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows in any genre of anything that has to do with entertainment. Just say sex a lot, and it'll sell, right?
Well, we had one group in here. They had an album that was called "How to Have Sex with Canadians."
That's a great title.
I know. Anything with sex in it, like you say.
Well, who's that guy?
That's hilarious.
What's his name again? Graham Greene or something like that. He says, you're not a Canadian until you have sex in a canoe. I hope I'm not misquoting. Have you ever heard of that before? You
No,
haven't?
that
I
makes
have
sense.
heard that. I think I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it Graham Greene or something like that? Or I can't
Could have
remember.
been anybody.
Can't remember.
Okay, so that means all three of us are not Canadian, right?
Well, you know.
I-
You don't know.
actually,
I used to
haven't
own a
had sex
canoe.
Actually, I haven't had sex in a canoe, but I was born and raised here.
I was
You
thought were
need
gonna
to
say
have
you're
sex
born-
in a canoe.
I thought you
I
were
guess
going to say
I
I
do.
was born and raised
I
in
guess
one,
I
no?
do. I guess I do. I'll put up an ad on Craigslist.
I'm sure you'll get some takers. I'm sure you will, Donna.
Especially now in that dress.
Well, it wasn't even on sale, people. I bought it so that I could come on the show. So and I'm
she
going to
is a
wear it to
double
work.
D.
And I'm not double D actually. I'm a D.
You probably
yeah,
were
but-
now before
yeah,
you lost the
and
weight.
I know that's the thing, eh? That's the saddest thing.
I know.
The saddest thing.
But that's okay because you know
I
what?
have bras that don't fit as well anymore.
You know, some women have to pay to have a breast reduction. You should be so
yeah,
lucky.
Actually, I know two people who had to do that because their back was
Yeah.
hurting them so much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know those people too.
Oh, I feel so sorry for them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that, you know what, when I opened this book, the first thing I saw, and now the true colors are coming out and I can't find it now. You said you hate people in here.
Well, you know.
Yeah, you know, I
have
really
my
hate people.
flashy
It's amazing
moments.
how much they talk.
I have my flashy moments. It's
I don't
like
really
a period.
understand why people are so stupid.
It's like, you know, it's
This
like
is so straight, like it's
like
really direct.
It's like you know, it's like a period. It passes.
But you know what? The
Comes
thing
up
is,
again the next
every
month.
single one of us thinks this.
Well, yeah,
Every single,
yeah.
once a week,
yeah.
never mind once a month. Right?
Thinks what?
I really hate people. Why are people so stupid?
I can't believe you ever think like that.
I don't, but I say that almost everybody does.
No, I can believe. No, I can believe that you think like that. I can
Actually,
believe.
you
I
should
can
see her
believe
on the
it.
road.
I
She's
can
got
believe-
road rage real bad.
I can understand that people drive very silly in the city sometimes, and please, nobody cut me off because I said that. But like, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
it's yeah, like people can really drive very silly in the city.
Especially,
yeah.
you know, a first
Yeah.
snowfall.
Oh my
or when
goodness.
it's raining. All of a sudden.
Oh my goodness, I know. It is so true. It is so true.
Get some snow tires, people.
Oh, I'm so
don't need
glad I
snow
got
tires.
mine.
Well-
I actually have to call my dealership and they want me to come in for servicing,
Yeah.
but I don't really see the point. I'm not even at 12,000 kilometers. I don't need an oil change.
Oh, yes,
Just
you do
make
at
sure you
10,000.
change your timing belt before it breaks on you.
Well,
You
what's the
break your timing belt,
What's
you're
that?
in big trouble.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
You'll
What's-
never be on time for anything after that.
Especially if you got a diesel.
What?
That's all I'm
no,
saying.
No, it's not diesel. It's not diesel. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not a Mercedes-Benz like I wish it was. It's a Volks.
Well, you should talk to our first guest today because he can help you achieve your dreams. You see, today's all
Yeah.
about the
A
books.
Mercedes-Benz hatchback. Where is Ron? Ron left. Eh?
He left.
I don't know.
Yeah, because a Mercedes-Benz hatchback is my dream.
They are kind of nice.
Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
they're
Call him.
nice.
Free
They're
session.
nice.
He'll give you a
They're
free
nice.
session.
yeah,
give
that's
me a free
right.
session,
Just
eh?
watch the show.
Really, I thought a lot of the things he said was were very smart, and especially about that we all procrastinate, because I'm one of those people who hates to admit that I do procrastinate. But yes, I do have my moments, and I cannot believe I'm even admitting that to
Well, that's
myself.
entirely
because-
consistent with what Ron said,
Yes.
which was that
You know?
everybody procrastinates.
Yeah,
In Canada,
yeah,
apparently.
yeah, yeah.
Especially some.
And it's true, Canadians are not risk takers.
Yeah,
It's
isn't that-
very
isn't
true.
that
It's
so
very true.
interesting?
I
It's
don't
very-
know.
But I think that it's.
I think
it's
having
a
sex
good
in a
and- it's
canoe is
good-
rather risky.
I would agree, unless you're wearing a life jacket, because I guess you could do
No,
that.
the life jacket
Like, I
takes
mean-
all the fun out of it, Donna.
Well, how would that be done? It's been a really long time. Okay,
You
I
know-
can't even.
Since you had sex in a canoe?
That's gonna
Let's
be
leave it at
gonna
that.
be the next book, Donna.
Okay.
That's gonna be your next book.
Yes. Okay, Donna, we're just about out of
Takes a
time.
crazy person.
Anyway, there's the book, How to Talk to... Actually, people can buy this book on our website.
Yes.
Right now.
Do I get the money? I get the money too, right?
Don't worry, you're gonna get everything you deserve. Yeah, How to Talk to Crazy People.
Oh boy.
Available
I don't know
right
what
here
that
on that
means.
channel.
I'm not sure what that means.
Well, people can get this on Amazon too, right?
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. You can also get it on Lulu as well.
And can they go to your website and maybe get it too?
Innocent Accents on Eglinton Bookstore at Eglinton and Dufferin.
Yeah, that's where you had your book
1790.
launch.
That's where I had my book launch, and Hugh was there.
Yes,
Thank
I
you,
went.
Hugh. That was so
Why
sweet.
didn't you tell me?
I forgot.
I knew you didn't tell her.
I would have went, Donna.
That's like my niece O'Shun's
Of
look.
course, it's all my fault. I'll take responsibility. Anyway, Donna, any final thoughts before we...
Final thoughts.
Carry on.
You all are really good people. I really appreciate you allowing me to come back this many amount of times.
love your ranting.
and dealing and dealing. This is. It really is a free country when crazy people can do this. You see how far we've come.
Liberating it is.
You see how far we've come. And I'm sure my psychiatrist appreciates this too, because she knows she doesn't have to see me as often as long as I come on this show.
See,
Well, for
there-
every moment
see?
you're here, you're not there.
Exactly.
We're doing
exactly.
our
It
part.
actually helps taxpayers, because you see, it's less in healthcare costs,
Yeah.
right? I'm not
So we're doing-
straining the
we're doing
healthcare
our
system.
part, Hugh.
We're doing
I'm
our
not
part.
even. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know
All
what?
right.
If you're considered crazy, I would like to see more crazy people running the country. Honestly, I would.
I think we got some, actually.
I was gonna say
That's
too.
what- But
they act
I was
so
gonna
s-
say too.
I bet Harper's never had a sex in
They're
a
just
canoe.
excellent actors. They're superb actors.
And that's
Where
because
are
Harper
their
has
Golden
never had
Globe
sex-
Awards and their Oscars? Because they are, or their Geminis. They deserve them. They're excellent actors.
We could present that in a
Every
canoe.
politician is a good actor.
I
can
think Trudeau
guarantee
had
it.
sex in a canoe, though.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Oh, yeah, I think Trudeau's probably done everything.
Okay.
I
Donna, we
bet
gotta
he
go.
has.
Okay, so people,
Oh, what a great man.
DonnaKakonge.com. There's the book. Or you can buy it on our website. Donna, always a pleasure. Thanks for doing
Thank
this.
you.
Donna.
And we talked about sex a lot, so this will get a lot of hits.
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay, great.
Your last show got a lot of hits. Holy smokes! That one on the that you sent out on the emails, that got a lot of hits.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna play Idle No More, because we got the big, protest.
Yes.
Just to find out a little bit about it here. And we're gonna come back with our next guest, Ryan Shinahan, as Lakewood Lunch continues.
Shannon.